It's live.
6:47, call second meeting to order. Do the flag salute.
Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, a few minutes. You guys good with the minutes?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes from January 20th, 2026.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, Parks and Rec. Anybody, Parks and Rec? Only once, only twice, on. Fire Department.
I sent an email today, and so I just sent it. So I'll wait to hear what he says. I'm sure I just requested if he isn't going to be available to present us with a written, report once a month, so they can be attached to the minutes and discussed during the meeting.
Perfect.
So,
New business, approve end of the year, 25, 26.
Yep,
commissioners
so if you
warrant.
want the bills, this is the bills for the end of year warrant that we did yesterday, and then this is tonight's warrant. Peace out. A lot of it was like the state reports too, cleaning those all up for the year. And then the few straggling bills that hadn't been done yet. And I did get cross on there because when I got in, I had it, yep, so.
No. This is tiny one.
Yeah, the year end usually is. We try to
Yeah.
clean, that's just usually the cleanup bills. It would have been a lot tinier if I'd had a couple of the other bills on that last treasurer's warrant that we
Yeah.
had in January. Usually it's mostly just like paying off like the state payables, like your motor vehicles, inland fisheries, vitals, those
Yeah.
kinds of things.
I've been seeing the school on there.
Oh, you'll see it next week.
Yeah.
You'll see the ambulance on the next one we're
Yeah.
looking at. So,
It's going downhill real fast.
yeah, that one's small, but the next one's not. So,
Tipping fees.
yeah, that's what we pay to Merck.
Yeah.
And now that I've got all these final bills in, I'm gonna go back and double check that, make sure that our expended, what we've budgeted for increases on like the trash and stuff, that'll make sure it's still in line with the percentage increase. Make sure we don't cut ourselves short in those areas. That and the electric bills, I'm gonna check those because we seem to have a higher rate. Of course, we're waiting for that guy to get back to us from Solar Earth to convert, but this winter's been really hard on the electric bill for the salt shed and the water pump, so it's been a little bit higher than what we've normally experienced.
Well,
That's because the snow on top of the solar panels.
That possibly. Possibly.
but- And the fact that, it's been a long time since I've been actually able to walk on any pond and ice fish before January 1st.
I thought we agreed you weren't supposed to be on the.
Oh, sorry.
He didn't say you couldn't ride a vessel onto the hard ice, hard water.
I did a flip.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I'm on the bird, going to Portland, and a brain bleed, ice fishing, so it's the joke.
He's not allowed to
And
go anywhere without with his little spiky shoes on.
I wear, hey, listen, I do wear them, they don't bother me to wear.
No, I usually wear them too. I've taken doozies of a flip.
Bottled water.
That's the water for the bubbler in there, yeah.
In the bubble.
Yeah. It's $8 a
Okay,
canister.
all right. No, because that's a quantity 127.
Oh, because they dropped 3 because they'd missed our delivery so many times and we were lower. Then normally we keep 2 on hand and then it just rotates out. But it was a little bit higher because the delivery day, we got stuck with a storm every day that there was a delivery day. So like 2 months in a row,
Yeah.
and we were completely out. So they left 3 bottles. So that
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
That makes sense.
normally it's about $9, $9 to $18 a month. We use it for the coffee maker and the water, and you guys use it too. So.
That book's pretty thick, huh?
Yeah, you'll be happy when I come back next time for the next meeting. It'll be a little small one again for a while. And there are the payroll warrants are also in there that needed to be signed from the last 2 weeks.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Before we go too much further, I'm gonna have you sign the minutes since you guys approved them, if you don't mind. Those are the minutes for January 20.
Friends of like 1 o'clock's on here.
No, Mary Ann called and she said that actually I should go get her phone number in case we have any questions. She gave it to me. She was too far away. She said that Val was going to be here too, but we can call her if we have any questions during that part of it. I can go grab her number. Actually, I'll go do that now so that we have it. There's the one bid that we received plus the negotiation.
All right. Plow bid opening. Chris.
You can do the honors.
Okay. All right, I'm opening up.
I think there's just one in there for plow. And then the other one is
Okay, so here's my first thing.
that's the negotiation with our current bidder, our
Okay.
current vendor.
Yeah. So there's that, and then I got Winter Road maintenance bid. Here's our copy of our letter.
Okay.
And I believe this is a copy of our letter that we were putting out so that everybody understood what we're doing.
That should have the bid form on it right there.
Bacon Road, Quaker Hill Road, Weed Road, all the general requirements. So far.
The bid's on the back of that right there.
I see it now, okay. All right, Winter Bid Road Maintenance form, the bid. The amount presented was 2,800, or 20,000, excuse me. Year number 2, 28 again, year number 3, 28 again.
I think you're missing the zero, Chris.
I was gonna say,
Oh, sorry.
so 200 in
280,000. My bad.
year one.
Year 1, year 2, and 3, 280,000.
So it's the same for 3 years.
Yes. His name is Jason Westgate. JW Trucking, 951 Main Street, Pittsfield. He provided his telephone number. And on a handwritten note, it says, I have always owned my own trucking company for the last 25 years. Before that, I plowed for Lakeview, Massachusetts. So there's a history. I believe that's it.
You said Jason Westgate was the individual's name. Okay, I had to make sure I got the right name in the minutes.
And there's more proof for
Insurance.
Mount Vernon Fire Insurance Company. So he is insured and proves that his vehicles are insured. I believe this is more on the policy that he has for commercial liability. That will cover. And for commercial liability, the insurance company was basically a 100,000 coverage. For personal, each occurrence limits 100,000. Medical expenses 5,000. I need to read all that stuff.
No, so he, yeah.
That's the coverage that he has.
Yeah.
He's operating if he was to get the contract. So he is insured.
All right. Then,
I'll put this all together,
yeah,
so they won't lose it.
Todd provided
Two-year extension, year number 1, 26 to 27, would be 325,000. Year number 2, from 27 to 28 is another, this time it would go up, 335,000.
you guys wanna go with Todd?
I do.
Just extend,
Yes,
Just extend it, yeah.
he's been doing it for what, 20
20 years.
20 years?
How long has he been doing our roads? 10 years, 20 years? Has it
Yeah.
been that long? Nice.
We'll see it, but it's not right, it is.
So, you wanna make a motion?
make a motion that we extend the Littlefields plowing contract and pick up the options for the remaining 2 years.
I'll second it. All in favor? Yay.
Aye.
Just from being familiar with what's going on here, I think it just makes sense to stay there and start this bid process once that 2 years.
Extension is over, absolutely. I think that if I honestly think I missed it because I didn't see the contract again. I thought I was referring to it. I just made it all out. Like I
Yeah.
said, I thought it was a renewal. So that was kind of my mistake because I hadn't gone back and re-reviewed the contract. But we did the trash and the ambulance and all the other ones.
I
So
realize it's more money, but you can stick with a proven commodity.
We hardly get any complaints from Todd. You know, if
and
there is
usually
a-
if there's a mailbox issue, he has a tendency to go out and try to meet or go look at the situation and try to rectify it on behalf of the town rather than having us have to handle that. So that's good too.
Customer service is great, I think, with him. So. Yeah, I recall years ago when they did venture outward, and that was some very good,
It's scary swapping.
all right. We got an appointment for,
Lee Gernon Lakin,
okay,
to replace Beth Susie. The other so Beth Susie has been our, one of our reps for the recycling center for many years. And they came to us concerned that she's only been in attendance of one meeting earlier in the year and has not gone to any of the meetings since. We hold 2 votes on that board, and that does sway a lot because we're a bigger community. So we really needed the 2 people as well as an alternate. So I forget the lady's name. That's our other appointer, but she's been talking, looking for people. She reached out to this person, and this woman has agreed to take the seat. So I would think that we should replace Beth at this point and then still continue to look for. I've made emails, attempts to get a hold of Beth, no response. I reached out to Beth to see if she would take the MRC, the waste hub seat the executive board that we're supposed to have a seat on in
Yeah.
Hamden. No, nothing, no response. And so I think that would probably be a wise move, but if you want to wait and talk with the other board member to discuss it, that's fine too. I attached the email from her for your records to review in the request for appointment.
when you guys want to make a motion on Lee?
Who sent the email? The recycling center? Who was it?
Hold on, let me see, it came from. It originally came from UARRC, yeah, came from Lee, Justifies, from the recycling center email.
Yeah.
Is he the chairman or?
She's the manager,
She's the
Lee's the
manager,
manager, yeah.
So are we gonna need 2
No, I see
motions?
that, Lee and Justice, yeah.
Probably you would have to,
We need another one,
I would
yeah.
think so, yeah, that would be, it would be the safest move to do that, yeah.
We're gonna need 2 motions, one to approve one and one to take one out. Probably take the one out first.
You're right,
before-
before you were born a new one, right? So I'll make a motion that we remove Beth Susie from the Unity Area Recycling Committee.
I'll second it. All in favor? Aye.
And I'll follow that up by making a motion that we appoint Lee Jernan Larkin as a new representative for the town of Unity at the recycling center.
We want to second it?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hey. Alright,
Lakin, excuse me, not Larkin.
so now we got old business, Canopolis Landing bid clarification opening. Dun, 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 dun. What is that? Let's see.
Okay, so here is the revisions that came in. I also have the file of the old. Here's the bids that were sent in because we requested it in sealed bid form.
You can open them up.
Well, there's multiple here, so pass it around. Oh, there is quite a few. No. Oh. That comes with a coffee stick.
I see that. You gonna read it to us? Or?
Oh, okay,
Get through his.
Karen, go ahead. You read it.
Quit crackling.
All right, so I got Sheepscot River Land Services. They're only interested in the Nautilus Beach Stabilization Project, Project 2. And they offered hardship, 48,000.
Which I think is the original bid, which is supposed to match, so. Okay, got it.
Chris?
Okay. This is from Littlefield Paving and Plumbing. Ben, they're going for project 1 bid. This is the paving, 49,760. They're also going for project 2, which is the hardscape. They're doing estimate of 23,382.80. So the grand total for, if they were awarded both, 1 and 2 would be 73,142.80. And there's, the question is the projected or dollar amount you would deduct for the overall bid if awarded both project 1 and 2 and they go down 0.
Okay, so no percentage deduction, okay.
And they told me who they are, with the full paving and plumbing
Yep.
LLC, 125 Hensley Road, Benton, Maine. And provide a telephone number and a website. And signed by the owner, at least by Todd.
So we just make sure I got my numbers right. 49,760 for project 1, project 2, 23,382.80.
Yep.
And then 73,142.80 for the total.
Correct.
0 reduction in bid for if awarded both.
Doing the math, Charlotte, you take a look at that, it's probably just, I did the math, I assume that.
Assumed it's right? Yes, I'll do the math to be sure.
Well, it looks like it's, we're talking 10 cents, so I don't think it's a, but is that a 0 or is that?
80 and 800.
Right,
Yep, it's right.
it looks like, for you, look at it, said that, is that a 1? We're talking 10 cents. I'll put that back in the envelope.
Yep. Oops, that's not where I want that.
I was just waiting, right?
Yeah.
She had a lot of pipe in there.
I got all the numbers. I was just cleaning it up. So this
Yeah.
is Sheep Scott. So I'll put him back in here.
I have FC Works and Sons. What I have for a number here on the paving bid is 52,727.50.
52,727.50.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and project 2 for the hardscape or the stabilization, I have 36,811.75. The deduction if awarded both projects is 0. They certify that they have familiarized themselves with the nature and extent of the bid package documents, worksite conditions. We certify that we meet all requirements in the revised bid package.
So let's see.
Which I believe it comes to a grand total of $89,539.25. Again, that's FC Works.
Yeah.
You do the math.
Now just making sure our math is right. 539.
That's why I said if I done this correctly.
You did. I just typed it
There was
wrong.
not a total on here.
It's okay. I don't think I put a total spot on there, so it was kind of my fault. All right, that's all in there. And then, all right.
It's in the packet.
Okay, perfect.
We good to proceed?
Mhm.
Perfect. All right, DNR paving and seal coating. We have project 1, $86,940.
86,940.
940. Project 2, $55,325.
Okay. Let's do the math
Good.
on that one. Yep, I'll do the math.
All right.
You got the math on there? You want me to do it?
And amount that he will deduct if he gets both projects. It says 7325. It's been whited out, but he wrote over it.
So 7325,
Yeah.
reduce, that's how much you're reducing the bid down. Okay, so let me do the math. So
That's
89.
him to read it if I left it not whited out.
And he gave us a detailed description of what he's doing for work down there.
And if you follow the scope of work, the tonnage is exactly right. There's no way, like, there's over $40,000 worth of hot tub down there.
So the total bid before the deduction, I got 145,265. And then subtracting the percentage the amount deduction would be 7325, brings it down to 137,940. 37,940.
And I just put the second bid in because it, you know, it was more or less like you guys asked for it, so I just put it.
Mhm.
We're really not landscapers or hardscapers by no means, but I figured the other guys were getting able to sub it out, so I might as well sub it out. But that pavement, I sharpened that pencil very hard to get it to that number right there.
Well, you're obviously familiar with the project, because you were the only one that went and seen them.
Well, and I've only been doing this for 40 years, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I've had my own business for 30.
Yeah.
If you follow your scope of work, your numbers are your numbers.
Right. Right. All right.
Do you need me to call, Mary Ann at all or Val?
No, we're gonna do,
I mean, ultimately, a lot of the decision, you know, lies with them as well. I mean,
yeah. But we're gonna check references. And stuff, and then we'll talk to them
And bring it back to the next meeting?
Yeah.
so do you think some of these other bids are
Way too low,
incorrect?
way too low. I think if you really sit back and think about it, gentlemen, the last time that you wanted to do the opening of the bid, you had myself, you had Robbie, and Freddie Cameron. We was all within, I mean, the only one that was real high was Ben Robbie. He was 96,000. Freddie Cameron was 91. I was 86. What's I tell you? To me, that instantly puts up a red flag, 49,000, 50-something thousand. Instantly.
Yeah.
And I sat in you gentlemen's
Yeah.
seat before, you know what I mean?
Agreed,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, it doesn't make sense, if you got two guys, one's 91, the other one's 89, and 92. Okay, so these are the, you know, we got three guys and they're different, I can shave, you know, $1,000 off here that he can't, or whatnot.
Well,
At least you're all in the 80,
That's- that's
80, right. Then all of a sudden you have one
Did
that's
you want
4, it's
those
like,
too?
okay,
These are
well,
the
what are
old
you,
last
you're
guy.
not even in the real world here.
And honestly, if you, I don't know who you're
Can I-
gonna maybe give the.
Can I see them?
These are the old
bid,
ones,
you know,
yes.
For the hardscaping, but honestly, like you said, again, I'm really not looking to do that, but if I, you know, if that means we get the job, then yeah, I'll be doing it. But I'm more than willing to work with whoever, and
Mhm.
but I also put, like I said, like Tony said, my QuickBooks figures, I mean, that's,
I like that, it's
If I had-
detailed.
yeah, if I had my notebook with me that I use every day of the week, I could show that those numbers were on that notebook.
Right, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I hear you.
What do you, all right, yeah, all right. I was wondering about the thickness, I just saw it on the bottom. I had my finger on it.
And like I said, you've got to look, actually, it's kind of tricky in your scope of work because in one section, it says 2.5 inches of base coat. And then in like the next section, it only says 2 inches. So, you know, a 1/2 inch over that area, believe it or not, that's pretty substantial.
Yeah.
You know, but with base coat, it's really not because 3/4 binder is 3/4 binder.
Right, no, I see what you're saying.
So yeah, we would love to work for the town and, you know, so. Like, you wanna put soccer, whatever, cook.
Yeah.
Okay,
One of them, yeah.
But yeah, we'd be very, you know, obliged to be able to do the project, you know?
Unique on.
And the thing is, the other thing is too, in the scope of work, you have to be certified through the DEP for your, erosion control and your sediment. And I've got 5 of my guys all lined up for March 12th to do the course.
Okay.
We're all gonna be, 100% certified. And we've done a couple of jobs we weren't certified before, but the DEP guy said, show me the pictures and I'll certify you for 3 years. So,
How many years you been paving?
since I was 16,
Okay.
I'm 57.
Yeah.
I've had my own business since I was, since 1995. That's the other thing, like, so you're gonna check references, I mean, really, in essence, I mean, every job that I put on, I mean, I've done town work, I've done state work, we've been out on the highway, I don't think there's a place we haven't been.
Yeah.
So I guess,
What?
Yeah, no,
Go for it. Please.
insurance requirements, if you, whatever you need, all I gotta do is have an email, and I can have them to you right now if we, not an issue at all.
any of those put descriptions, Dave?
Yeah,
They did, okay.
that one's pretty detailed. Lots blacked off from
Yeah.
last time.
That's Freddie Cameron that owns that one.
Yeah.
It just makes it a whole lot
It's-
easier, a whole lot neater if I print it out on my computer than by writing it out by hand.
Yeah.
No,
And truthfully, there was a couple of things in the,
It is, that one's pretty detailed, somewhat deal was,
the thing is, there was a few things in the scope of work that, that was never answered for us guys. One is like I said to the ladies when we were out there, and one of them has been in the, inspection part of things. A 10-ton roller is way overkill. It's just way too much for that small of an area. We've got a 5-ton laboratory, which is more than sufficient.
Mhm.
But if you did require a 10-ton, I can get a 10-ton, no problem.
Right.
And the other thing is, the grade work underneath, you're not getting no compaction test on that, so you've got it in there that you want compaction test on the hot top. You'll never pass you'll never pass compaction up here if you don't have it down here.
Right.
No matter how hard you try.
Yeah.
You'll
The
never
base
pass.
ain't good.
That's right.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, and so if you're not gonna do compaction tests
Right.
on the gravel, there's no sense
There's
in
no
wasting
sense
the
in
money
wasting
on
your
the
time.
surface.
Right.
And the gravel should have to be sieve tested too.
Yeah.
So, right, and that's the other thing, you gotta be, the wanting something from the plant saying, what the,
Gravel is.
yeah, right, so.
Yep.
So, yeah, and we can get every bit of that, that's no issue whatsoever, We do a lot of work with all states paving, with all states material.
Yeah.
We do a ton of stuff for them.
Okay.
All right, so we're moving on to the next
Thank you.
thing.
No, thank you.
Yes,
Thank
we-
you, opportunity.
No,
We
thank you for
definitely
coming.
appreciate it.
And, if I had a question, you're here to answer. That speaks volumes.
Well, my wife said it to me today, you gotta really go up there, and I said, yes, I do. I believe in that 100%. Nothing better than I did. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a
Yes.
great
Thank
evening.
you. Have a great safe trip home, sir. Thank you for coming. We really appreciate it.
Can do some more.
I hope so too.
But don't, thanks for coming
If you have any questions, I don't know if I think I put my cell phone
Yep.
number
Yeah.
on
Yes, you
there.
did.
It's in there.
Call me anytime.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You too, sir.
All right, what do we got next?
You guys need to sign that appointment form. I forgot to pass around. I didn't want him Wheaton.
Keep it.
All right. Colossus,
We just did that.
with that, boom. Chris, you have anything you want to talk about, complain about, curiosity about?
We did that last night.
No?
Anything going on up at Five Pillars? Any changes, any intel, any,
Mm-mm.
about the complaint that we had or anything on that line?
She
Oh,
forwarded
the-
us the
Oh, that
complaint.
complaint. So I sent you guys a revised email where he sent back a revision. It doesn't clarify, but I can show it to you after the meeting. I
Yeah,
forwarded it on to you guys' email, but
I thought it was the same.
no,
Yeah.
it looked the same. Okay.
That's what I thought, but we could look at that.
That's it?
Yeah.
But that was it, I just wanna make sure that, nothing gets.
Yep.
Things get brought, but we don't have resolution.
Yeah.
and They don't get.
Dave?
No, I'm good.
No, I got nothing to. All right. Public feedback, anybody, going once, or twice?
Gone.
Complaint, no, gone.
Under correspondence,
Oh, correspondence.
it's just something quick. It came in after I'd already posted the agenda. The auditor is going to be here next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to do the 24, 25. Well, no, that'll be next year. We'll be looking at swing sets this year. But they were this is a letter that is requesting that you sign, that you are acknowledging that we're okay. It's addressed to you and there's one addressed to me, but I wanted to bring it to the meeting. It's for us to go with them. This is they'll be doing the 24-25 audit. This coming week, they'll get us a short audit to publish. We'll publish 1 year behind, and then they're going to try to catch us up, do the 25-26, but they hadn't finished. They had so many problems with the 24 one that getting everything straightened out. We have the printed hard copy in the safe now, so it's actually final, you know what I mean? So they said until one is done, they won't start the next one. So Doreen and I have been compiling all the data and getting ready to upload stuff to them tomorrow in preparation for them to be here. So I'll be coming in early on Tuesday next week at 9 to meet with the auditor to start and get everything set up. And then she'll be here 3 days. It'll be a different audit manager this year. They moved things around because they had sent me an email earlier in the week and said, we can come the 26th and the 27th or something like that. I'm like, that's not going to work. Because it's like right before town meeting. We have to publish a short audit in that book. It's law. So they've made adjustments and got us someone here, and then they're going to work with us this coming week. Yeah. Well, I've been bugging them since they were supposed to be here in September, but it was because the other one hadn't finally closed that they couldn't start the next one. So they've got so many, they have a waiting list of people for clients, plus they have a waiting list of people they're working on. They have almost all the counties, if that tells you anything, they audit all the counties and most of the counties in the state of Maine. So they're really, and a lot of the counties are behind. So No.
Is this the same company as last year?
it is, yes. It's the
I
same.
didn't have to sign one last year.
I don't know.
Um,
What is that one saying? I mean, I
He wants
can.
to talk to me. Well, we're a team, so I'd rather him talk to all of us.
So let me see. Is that just a generic letter?
If we made an appointment time,
Nope. I just,
so all of us can be at one spot.
Are they they're supposed to be here, what, 9 o'clock when?
The auditor will be here 9 o'clock on Tuesday, and then they'll be here on Wednesday and Thursday.
it doesn't say when.
No, it doesn't say when because they had to coordinate scheduling, but I think it's because they have to ask you guys questions. So do you
Put our names.
put all
up,
three names on it
Yeah.
and ask that?
And then we all sign it.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, I think they just addressed it to you because you were the chair.
Yeah.
They addressed one to me personally as the treasurer too, that I am in receipt of the request. Do you want me to have them change the form or do
Oh,
you
you
want?
got just added.
Yeah, you can just add everybody's name right on there and I can sign, if you want to sign them,
We'll all sign it.
I'll sign it.
You don't want to be alone on that show.
No, we're all, we all get. That's how I.
Well, let's just say we've cleaned up,
Right on to that.
we've cleaned up a lot of mess in the bookkeeping. It's a lot cleaner now. It's pretty clear cut. I mean, all of us make mistakes, code things wrong or whatever, and have to be moved. But I mean, Yesterday went rather smoothly. I mean, there was a lot of stuff we still had to
Yeah.
finish, but it went real smooth. And I actually had to call Trio this morning because I kind of had like a hiccup. I'm like, I'm looking at it yesterday. It says there's no beginning balance adjustments. And I'm like, it always has beginning balance adjustments. Usually it brings stuff forward. Well, I called Harris this morning. It was like, it's because your balances matched. They didn't change in between the time you started your audit till you started the end. So it went right through without even asking you. I'm like, oh, okay. So in other words,
So it's all done.
we did it right. Is what we did it right. It's not asking me to make any corrections. I said, oh, I had never had in all the years I've done it. I've never had it not have an opening being balance. I thought something went cuckoo in the programming, and I was like, oh. So
All right, anything else?
that was it.
Perfect. All right. You guys gonna stay a little longer? 7:34, call the selectmen's meeting over. You wanna make a motion?
I make a motion that we agree.
Okay.
Can we adjourn?
That we adjourn at
All in
7:34.
favor? Yay.
I agree.
Perfect. All right.
Get this shut off and
She's
stream.
a little smudgy.
Yeah,
That's fine.
it was.